Good morning, it's Saturday, it is occasional vlog time. I'm just listening to the sounds of a wren going absolutely bonkers outside. She's shouting her head off. We've got a nest in the eaves. In fact, I'll show some footage that I filmed just yesterday of her collecting some food for the chicks. I think she's got chicks and we're hoping they'll fledge soon, so fingers crossed, it'll be quite exciting to see them. But today she is absolutely screeching. Here's my little wren pal. Still trying to get these chicks to fledge by the sounds of it. Comes and sits on the roof here while I'm working. The mouth full of insects, just chirping. And then she'll fly down there sometimes as well. And from over the back up there in the trees, we've had two blue tits chicks flying back and forth. I'm assuming that there would be the chicks of the bird that was alarm calling all last week that I mentioned on the vlog. Spring definitely in the air with all these birds. And she's back there, look. Still in the hope that her little chicks will come out. Any day now, I think. Can you hear that? She's been going and going and going. Anyway, this morning I have been to Taylor's Farm Shop. I bought some steaks in for the week ahead and some sandwich steaks and a few other little bits and bobs. Not a big shop because the fridge freezer, we're still not trusting the freezer and we still haven't got around to buying a new freezer yet. Because we are, well, I am rubbish, I've not sorted it. So yeah, that's that. But to be honest, it's proven that we didn't actually use the freezer for very much, so you know, there is that. But it's just like frozen chips and stuff we used to having. Anyway, what's been going on? Not a lot at all. I feel like I can only close the vlog off a couple of days ago, but I did indeed go to my Alan Sparhawk gig, and it was very good. Really enjoyed it. One of those artists that I've always really enjoyed, like most of his creative output. And really think he's a really good singer-songwriter. So it was like I wasn't sure whether I was going to see him because when I say I enjoyed most of his creative output, his last album didn't click with me at all. So when he actually played about 5 songs off the last album, maybe 6 at the beginning of the set. It's a very different sound to what he normally does. And then he went straight with a 3-piece band playing some classics from Law, some new stuff from the album he's just released yesterday with Trampled by Turtles, and it was just a really, really good set. Really decent support as well. Yeah, so I enjoyed that. As for this weekend, today I'm hoping to get out in the garden. The weather is changeable, but it was supposed to be sunny, so I'm hoping by about 1 o'clock it'll be lovely out there. I bought some new plants in B&M just to try out and just chucking stuff in the garden, see how it grows. To be honest, I'm not really planning it, which is probably a bad thing. But I bought some lupin, a lobelia, and this rose was reduced to a fiver from 15 quid, and it's looking a bit sorry for itself. So I bought that as well. So it was a bit of a rescue mission there, maybe, I don't know. So I'm just going to chuck them in the garden at some point, but we do need to mow the lawns and then continue working up the back of the garden a bit more. Starting to plan a few things that I want to do out in the garden at some point as well with regards to the space that we've got. So, but I'm not going to say what it is or anything, nothing fancy, because the plans change with me because my head's like one thing, another. So I do have to be keep myself in check because I'll promise something that I'll not do or I'll decide not to do. So there's a few jobs out there and I'll probably show you what I'm up to when I do that anyway. Anyway, I'm going to get this off a nice drink, sit down, have a rest for a bit. See what this weather does because it keeps threatening to rain. If it doesn't look like it's going to rain, I'll start to get out there early. We'll see. As for tomorrow, we may be going out into town for a little bit. We haven't fully decided yet. But I'm sure if we do something, you'll come along. Well, you won't come along, but I'll bring the camera along and show you. Well, it's not raining heavy, but it is spitting. So I'm going to start by trying to get these logs out of here so that I can manicure right up to the back of the garden. Right, made short work of 3 of those logs. They're full of woodlouse, them. Absolutely teeming with life. So I think I'm kind of going to leave them up here and let them continue to teem with life. Maybe we could make a bit of a log type feature out of them. They're not particularly attractive, but I don't really care. It's not about making a pretty garden, it's about making a good habitat. So I'm actually thinking of getting a bit of a water feature up here, just in a barrel. I was looking on their WWT on YouTube, they'll show you how to make one with and theirs doesn't even have moving water in it. I was thinking of putting a little fountain on it or something, which I could probably do something with solar. Got 2 evergreen stumps still up, which I can't get rid of because they're too thick for my saw. I need to get a chainsaw on them. But in time they'll just break down. In fact, if I drill the bottoms out, they'll probably break down in a couple of years because I've had that happen with them. Otherwise, yeah, this place is absolutely lifting with woodlouse, so it's probably really rich and fertile, this soil. And anything that isn't wood now, I'm picking up, taking down to the bin. So eventually it'll all just be natural and the wood will break down into soil or whatever. So it does keep threatening to rain, but apparently it'll get clear by 1. So I'm going to crack on with some other bits around the house. Pop back out and mow the lawn in a bit. Right, stage 1. I've tidied the flagging up. I've just weeded all the joints. Did a trial a couple of years ago with a bit of mortar there. It's lasted just fine, so I'm going to do the rest of it, remortar it. And I've got some plum slate to redo the edges. So I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to do some of it at least anyway. It's going to be again, I like spreading these projects out. I don't like doing them all at once. Dug out the old gravel. That was relatively straightforward. I'm just wondering whether to put a weed membrane down. I'm going to go and do some Googling and see whether that's recommended. That's a huge improvement straight away. Need a little bit more here. There's the weed membrane showing. I probably need a little bit more along the way along actually. At some point, when the rain's fallen on it and cleaned it, I'll get a resin spray and spray over it and it'll lock it in place. Temporarily, it's not a permanent thing, but it'll stop it from like the risk of it coming back onto the flags and stuff. I was looking into it the other day. Seems to be quite a good idea. It's just not super cheap. So we have to decide whether we like it first, I guess. And the weed membrane should make it a little bit more manageable with the weeds. We'll just get a couple of shallow rooting bits. Next bit is over there. But you can see the difference. It's a huge improvement. I should say I've experience of using this slate and it cleans up absolutely beautifully once the rain's fallen on it. The minute it's very muddy, once it's done it'll look like the stuff I did last year and it looks really nice. Also, if you've ever done anything like this, you'll absolutely know that you buy 1 bag to see how far it'll go and very quickly realise you're going to need a lot more than 1 bag. Could do with something to get the green off the brickwork as well. I mean, ideally maybe I should have pressure washed it before I did all this, but I have pressure washed the brick in the past and it does nothing for it, so I need to fix that mortar down there as well. I've got some more, so I'll do that. Well, fix. I'm not a bricklayer by any stretch of the imagination. For what, 20 minutes tidying? That is a huge improvement. Gone all the way down to the bottom corner there as well. It's nice and neat. Can't wait to see it once the white rain's fallen on it and cleaned it all up. It'll look really nice. Well, I did a bit of pointing on the flags. Looks a mess at the minute, so I'm not sure of that just yet. Plus I've run out of mortar. Next job. Lawn mowing. Sun is out now. I'm absolutely shattered already, but I need to get this lawn mowed today because it's just getting longer and longer. So we'll do that now. think that'll do for the first mow back after no mow May. Well, it's the last day in May today, but you know, close enough. Oh my. I need to trim the edges, but I'm going to have to wait till another day. I've tired myself out. Right, because I am in danger of pushing myself a bit too hard, I've decided to come in for a bit. I made some really good progress today though, I'm really happy with that. I wanted to do more of the gravel along the edge of the fence and by where the chair is, but I can come back and do that again. It's only like an hour's work. I can maybe do it later or another day. I'm just going to have a minute for now, get myself some lunch, have a drink, try and catch some breath, and maybe have a shower as well, because I am absolutely minging. Well, I was very achy, so I had a good relaxing bath with some bath salts, and I feel much better now. Managed to do all the pots, more or less. I'm going to go and pick Gemma up, so we'll catch up with you in a bit. Gemma's home. You alright, sweetie? Mm-hmm. Thank you for cooking nice burgers. I've eaten one, and I'm about to eat the other one. What are we doing tonight then?
I don't know. See if there's a film on or something.
Some film and some YouTube maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. We'll do that and we'll catch up tomorrow, I think, won't we? Mm-hmm. Maybe. What are we doing tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Did you want to go for a little date day in town, or did you want to hang around at home?
I feel like we should see what the weather's doing in the morning and decide what we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
You were supposed to be looking for something to do.
Oh yeah, I was, wasn't it? Maybe I'll do that in a bit. Well, it's Sunday. It's not looking like we're going into town. I think we're just going to do stuff at home. So I'm going to crack on with this gravel here by the fence. Tidy this up down to about there. I don't know if it goes any further. I don't think it does, because those flags were put in after, I'm assuming, after these ones. Well, it keeps raining, but I managed to get that down. Looks a bit neater. Obviously the concrete needs painting, but it'll be easier to do now because I can just run a bit of card up to the edge and paint it, whereas before there was mud and leaves in the way. And I might just have enough gravel left to do this stretch along the back here behind the couch. No, scratch that. I won't have enough gravel to do this. This is quite thick, so there's no point me even starting just yet. There is a giant spider down there. I've just disturbed. Apologies to that. I've not moved the couch this year, that's why it's so messy underneath. To give this a tidy. Well, I've swept anyway. I'll get another bag of plum. It's late before I attempt this. I'm also going to leave it uncovered for a bit to dry off, because where the couch has been, it's got a bit of moisture down there. And there's huge spiders, so I'm sure the wren will make short work of them, or one of the other visiting feathered friends. And the other thing we want to do today is move this bird feeder up to the back of the garden, because the birds aren't really visiting here. And I don't think I'll get a chance to do it today, but I want to get some weed membrane underneath this holly and make it into a border. Get some bark or something on top of it. Try and separate it from the lawn, and probably do it in another 3 places for that one and the other 2 new ones. It looks like a cat's had that one overnight, you know, because a lot of the big leaves on it that were all nice and produce today have all been broken. Our lavender's gone a bit bonkers, considering it was 3 tiny little pots, and everything else is just a sea of colour now. While we're here, let's get these fences painted up as well. We're going to do them the red, same red as all of our other fences. Well, some of our other fences. I was toying with white paint, but I think white, we'll stick with stain. There we go, they came out alright, didn't they? The elephant in the room being this fence panel, but I think we're going to try and get a gun and shoot the fence. No, we're going to get one of the spray guns. Gemma's found a carpet beetle. Yeah. We're also having some Brooklyn stonewalling IPA while we relax in the garden.
Fantastic for pest control.
What, the beer?
The beetle.
Oh, the beetle, okay. Very nice. Where is it? Oh yeah.
It doesn't get any bigger than that.
Alright.
3 millimetres long.
Gemma's just trying one of the Mike and Ike's root beer. What do you think?
Well, the first taste you get is like antiseptic. But now it's nice. Now it's gone like a creamy, you know, cream soda sort of thing. was the first taste is antiseptic, so no thanks. One pass.
We're actually going to eat tea today at the table, which should please that one person who commented on our videos ages ago and called us scruffy for eating in the lounge. Not forgotten. We got Noya concept, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's lift up the lid. Ooh, it looks good. There's some chicken and lamb in there. Lots of rice as well. And we even got a starter with some feta cheese in it. Feta cheese spring rolls, don't we?
Yeah.
Bit of a cut, but it's Monday evening. We decided to come for a little walk around Ikea. I wanted to get a new piece of my desk for my office, but it's not in stock. But we just thought we'd come for a wander anyway. I might see something else. You never know. We've been here 2 minutes and Gemma's distracted. These chairs are quite nice, though, aren't they?
They're not very comfortable though, do they? For like relaxing in the garden.
Do not stray off the grey path at night. Anyone want a £2 B? I'm actually thinking this might be perfect for what I need. Instead of a extra desk bit, I can have my printer on top of here. And then we can hide stuff. Octopus, anybody? The thing we're looking for is new bedside cabinets and a new dressing table, because we realised that ours were like the very most cheap ones you could get from Argos, and they are 20 years old. Probably not going to buy it today, but we'll probably get these next time we come.
It doesn't really matter if it's a bit lower though, does it?
Now we're trying to find somewhere we can put a toucan rug or a road mat. There's the octopus one.
So
We're on these. They don't do these in adult sizes, unfortunately, but Gemma's going to give it a try anyway. Actually, you could probably get away with that.
I mean, it doesn't cover any of this part.
Well, no, but you know what I mean. These are perfect in case you want to eat your dinner out of a dog's face. Not a bad haul. We always use them for shopping because they're dead handy. So we don't actually use it to carry anything, just buy a couple for shopping when we go pick our Tesco order up. And Gemma's just gone and ordered us some hot dogs to try. And we're tailgating questionable 85p hot dogs. Thank you. Not too bad a hot dog for 85p, we'll be honest. And obviously our little hot dog wasn't enough to feed us tonight, but we've got sandwich steaks, haven't we?
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to have for tea. We got them from Taylor's Farm Shop on Saturday. Oof, that looks fantastic, honey, thank you. And I'll do with steaks tomorrow night for tea. Because you can't have enough steak.
Might not have steak tomorrow. There's something else tomorrow and steak for next.
Alright, okay then.
Need to finish the shopping as well.
So before I build my furniture, I need to clear out this spot here. I'm hoping there'll be enough room between the cupboard and the wall to keep my PC there, but if not, it can sit on top of the cupboard. Really, it should be somewhere else because it shouldn't be on the floor. Also, I bought myself a new mouse mat. Look. It's like £5, but this one's now 5 years old and it's starting to get a bit rough. We're in. That's not so bad. Finally, my 3D printer's got a hole. It went together okay, it was a little fidgety. I did manage to scratch the top on a screw on the floor as well, which is a bit disappointing, but it'll all be covered up anyway. I might actually get something. One of these mats for the top of it might be quite neat actually. I did think my PC wasn't going to fit down in that corner there, until I realised that this isn't actually affixed to the top of the desk, so I can just slide this under and make loads of room. So actually it worked perfectly. PC is a little cramped down there, I must admit, so I'm going to have to watch it for heat. But it's quite well ventilated. Well, we're going to end off the vlog, but first, major update for the channel. In 2016, I bought this camera bag. This is my Low Pro Sling. And if you've met us in the parks or anything like that, possibly even in the zoo, there's a decent chance I'll have been carrying this camera bag with me. And it's been a very trustworthy. It's been a very good bag, but as you can see, it is starting to show its age. It's getting a bit frayed and there's bits going. It's the perfect part bag, this, to be honest with you, though, because it's well, for one, it's expandable, so I can just load loads of stuff inside. For two, if I go up to like the security checkpoints, unzip it and show it like this, they can see everything inside. They don't have to dig through too much. Sometimes they have like a rummage underneath there, but otherwise, you know, it's fine. It's got a couple of decent spots in there for carrying your batteries and memory cards, and it's got this big padded section to put the camera in. Nice little bits on the side. I'll put a phone or a battery charger in there sometimes, depending on the park. And at the front here, we got that spot for the drinks. This has been literally the perfect bag. Honestly, I was looking for a replacement. I really struggled to find something that I'd like better than this, but I think I've found it. Unfortunately, Lowepro stopped making these years ago. They did a Sling 2, Sling 3, stopped making them probably 5-6 years ago. You can buy aftermarket versions of them online, but they're not Lowepro, so I imagine they'll not be as good quality. But yeah, I finally had to pull the trigger, and I'm sad to say the Lowepro Sling is probably going to be retired now. So let's look at the new bag. It's a Lowepro Sling 2 I bought off eBay for 35 quid. It was listed as in excellent condition, and to look at it, I don't think it's ever been used. It's obviously a little brighter in the colour department than the other one, but I think that'll be fine for Disney. It'll certainly stand out. So if you are in Disney when we are and you're looking out to say hello, just look out for the very purple bag strap, or pink, I'm not sure. I would say it's purpley pink. But yeah, other than, I think, that, there's not really much changed. It is the Sling 2. I think this is slightly bigger, this thing here. Still got my little pouches there for me, me batteries and stuff. Don't have the little memory card holder on the back here. I'm not sure why they got rid of that. Still got the spot at the front for drinks, and the bits on the sides to put your phone in or whatever. I've never had trouble with anyone lifting the phone, but I think phone theft is on the up, so I may have to be careful with that. This one's zipped up at the minute. That's what it looks like when you're in sport mode. When you undo that into load mode, into carry mode, it's like a big pickup truck. You can fit a whole jacket in the back and everything. So there we go. But I think I'm going to stitch one of our American Gem badges onto that our friend Sarah gave to us on the 2023 trip. I've been keeping them until I got a new bag, because I didn't want to stitch them on the old one, because I knew I wasn't going to use the old one for much longer. I'm going to stitch one onto this, onto the strap. I'm not actually sure where, because if I stitch it on right at the bottom, I'll not be able to use the clasp, although I never use the clasp anyway, you know, to lengthen it. I just set it and forget it. And that'll be the bag going forward that I'll be carrying around with me. As for this vlog, it is now Wednesday. It's normally about the time we'll be closing off for the weekend, so we will do that. Thank you for watching. We had it wasn't the busiest weekend, but I think we needed a bit of downtime. Did loads in the garden though. I'm thinking about starting the front garden now, although I'm not sure I'm going to be able to vlog that one. But I can probably show you a few bits and bobs. But yeah, next weekend we're thinking we're maybe going to do a zoo trip, but I don't think it'll be a full vlog zoo trip. It'll just be a part of this occasional vlog. So we'll show you whatever we get to when we get up to it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Look after each other, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.